Hi guys, welcome back to the new video of Easy Tutorials. Today in this video we will create a web design using HTML and CSS that you can see on my computer screen. The best part of this web design is its animation. You can see I have added some bubbles image which is animated. It is moving from the bottom to the top and it will disappear on the top. All these bubbles have different time delay for animation. It is very easy to make this web design using HTML and CSS, so let's start this video. First, I have this folder here, and in this folder we have HTML file and CSS file. I have one more folder with so many images and icons. You can find these images link in the description. Now I will open my text editor, which is brackets editor. So this is the HTML file. I have written basic HTML structures, and this is the CSS file. Let's come back, and here you can see I have connected the HTML file with CSS with this line of code. Next we will write the code in the body tag. So here we will create one div with the class name hero. Let's copy this class name hero and write it here in the CSS file, and for this one we will set width 100% and height 100 VH. Here we will add background image. So I am using background image URL and the image file path. So it is in images folder, then file name which is background.png, then background size it will be cover and background position center. After that I'll write position relative and overflow hidden. Now I will open my HTML file with Google Chrome so that you can see this image on the background. Let's come back in the HTML file. In this div we will create another div with the class name navbar. In this navbar we will add one logo, so I am using img source and the file path. Then I will add one class name which is logo. After that I will add one button, so I am using button tag, type will be button, and the button text is sign up. So let's reload the web page. You can see one logo and one button. Next we have to decrease the size of this logo. So just come back and copy this class name logo. Come back to the CSS file, write it here. And for this one we will set the width. It will be 100 pixel and cursor will be pointer. Now you can see a small logo on this web page which is in the left corner. Here we have to add some space from the left side and right side. So just come back and copy this class name navbar. Write it here in the CSS file. For this one we will add width 85%. And height 15%. Margin will be auto and display flex. Align items, it will be center, and justify content a space between. Now reload the web page and you can see this logo and sign up button on the right side. Next we will design this button, so just come back and copy this tag button, write it here in the CSS file, and here we will write color, this color code, then some padding, and background it will be transparent. Border will be 1 pixel solid and this color code, and border radius will be 20 pixel. Outline none, and cursor will be pointer. Now you can see this button is looking good. So after this navbar we will add some content. So here we will add one div with the class name content, and here we will add one small tag, and in this small I'll write one text, welcome to our. Then we'll add some text in h1 tag. So here we will add h1 and one message here, World's Creative Studio, and after that I will add one button. So I am using button tag, type will be button, and text will be take a tour. Now you can see these content on the web page. So we have to position it. So just copy this class name content, write it here in the CSS file, and for this one we will add this color code, and position it will be absolute, top 50%, then left 8%, then transform translate by minus 50% so that it will be vertically center, Z index 2. Now you can see it is looking like this. Next we have to change the size of h1, so just write it here h1, and here we will write font size 80 pixel and margin 10 pixel 0 and 30 pixel, line height 80 pixel. Refresh the web page and you can see increased font size for this h1 title. Next we will add one line break. So just come back in the HTML file and here we will add br. Now refresh the web page and now you can see this content is coming in 2 lines. After that we will create one sidebar. So here we will create one div with the class name sidebar, and let's copy this class name, write it here in the CSS file. For this one we will set width, it will be 50 pixel, and height 100 VH. Then we will add background, it will be linear gradient, and first color code and the second color code. like this. Position will be absolute and it will be on right position 0 and top 0. So you can see one vertical box here on the right side. Let's come back to the HTML file, and here we will create one icon. So I am using img source and the file path, and here we will add one class name which is menu. Let's copy this class name, write it here in this CSS file. For this one we will set display, it will be block, and width 25 pixel, margin 40 pixel, auto 0, and cursor pointer. Now you can see one menu icon in the sidebar. After that we will add some icons for social media and share icons. So just come back in the HTML file, and here we will add one div with the class name social links. Here we will add some icons. So I am using img source and the file path which is fb.png. Simply duplicate it. We will add the second icon ig, and this is Twitter. So you can see 3 icons here. Similarly we will add 2 other icons also. So we will duplicate this complete div. Here we will change the class name, so it is useful links. And let's change the icon, it is share.png, it is info.png, and remove the third icon. That's it. So we have 5 icons here. Let's copy the first class name which is social links, write it here in the CSS file, and here we will add img for the images. Here we will set width 25 pixel and some margin 5 pixel auto, and cursor it will be pointer. Now you can see small icon for first 3 icon. Similarly we will set size for the other one. So here we will add useful links img. That's it. Now you can see all icons are small. Next we have to add different positions. So just copy this class name here, social links, and for this one we will set the width 50 pixel and text align center. Position will be absolute, and top it will be 50%, and transform translate y minus 50%. So it will be vertically center. Now you can see this social media icon is in the center from the vertical. Similarly we will add other icons at the bottom. Just copy everything here, and here we will add useful links, and instead of this top and transform we will add bottom 30 pixel. That's it. Reload the web page, and you can see these 2 icons at the bottom. After adding all these contents we will add some bubbles icon so that we can animate those icons. So just come back in the HTML file, and let's see, we have this sidebar. So after this sidebar div we will add one more div. So for this div we will add the class name bubbles, and here we will add image. So it is the first image. Simply duplicate it. We will add 7 bubble images, so simply duplicate it for 7 times. That's it. Let's reload the web page. Now you can see it is very big. So just copy this class name bubbles, write it here in the CSS file, and after that write img for the images, and here we will set the width, it will be 50 pixel. That's it. So now you can see small images here. Next we have to set the position of these bubbles. So just come back and copy this bubbles class name here, and here we will write width, it will be 100%, and display will be flex, and align items it will be center, justify content space around, and position will be absolute, and it will be fixed at bottom 0. So now you can see all these bubbles icon at the bottom. Next we have to add animation on these icons. So just come back, and here we will add animation. It will be one name. So I am adding bubble for 7 second, linear, and infinite. Let's copy this bubble, and here we will write keyframes and animation name which is bubble. Here we will write 0%, and when it is 0%, transform translate y will be 0 and opacity will be 0. Simply duplicate it, and we will change the percentage. It will be 50%, 70%, and 100%. Remove this transform here, and here also. Here we will change the opacity 1 and 1. That's it. And on 100%, transform translate y will be minus 80 VH. That's it. Let's refresh the web page, and you can see these bubbles are moving from bottom to the top. But right now all the bubbles are moving at the same time. So we have to add different time interval, different time delay for each bubbles. So we will come back and just copy this class name bubbles, and after that img. Here we will write nhchild1, so it will select the first image. For this one, we will add animation delay of 2 seconds. Simply duplicate it. And here we will change the child 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's add one more, it is 7. So we will add different animation delay. So it will be 1 second, it is 3 seconds, it is 4.5, next is 3 and 6, and this one is 7 seconds. So we have added different time delay. Let's reload the web page. Now you can see all the bubbles are moving at different time delay. Right now you can see initially all the bubbles are visible at the bottom, so we have to hide this. So just come back in the CSS file, and here you can see we have added bottom 0. So instead of that we will add bottom minus 70 pixel. Now you can see when we will refresh the web page, all bubbles are hidden. It will come one by one at different time. Next we will change the size of each bubble. So just come back, and here we can see we have written inner child 1. So first one we will write width 25 pixel. For the third one I will write width 25 pixel. For the sixth one we will add width 20 pixel, and for the last one width will be 35 pixel. So we have added different width for bubbles. Now if I refresh the web page, you can see bubble size is different and it is moving from the bottom to top, and it will disappear on the top, and all the bubbles are moving at different time delay. So this is how you can create this type of animated web page design. I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video.